All right, it'll be 1, 2, 3, clap. Sound good?
I just did it again.
I was explaining it. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, clap.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here,
And it's Mario over here.
and we're doing a podcast. Look at us. We're all professional, and we're doing a podcast together. Our two channels. Speaking of which, Mario, what's your channel?
It's mostly coasters.
That's the one. Make sure to go subscribe over there.
That's the one.
But
This is not very professional. I'm in a lawn chair, essentially. A love seat lawn chair, fancy lawn chair, but it's a lawn chair nonetheless.
But hey, it's all in good fun at the end of the day, and that's what matters. But yeah, we're doing a podcast, and funnily enough, I'm sure you didn't recognize a name that we said specifically for the podcast. Well, that's because we don't have one, not yet. We're really hitting the professionalism in strides, but we figured for the first at least portion of this podcast, our first one ever, we would take your suggestions for what we should name our podcast. So, Mario, I don't know if you want to start this off, but we asked on our Instagram, YouTube, Discord even, and all those links are in the description for all of us. But yeah, go ahead, Mario. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. We got to get used to this.
No, you're good. You're good. I don't have many. I put the poll out late at night, so I didn't get very many responses. But should I go ahead and start off with some of the ones that we were bouncing around?
Yeah, go for it.
Because those are going to be the duplicates. We might as well get those out of the way.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of duplicates.
So two of the responses are mostly bros.
Okay.
Which is something we considered, but one, it's very not roller coaster or theme park related at all.
No, but I mean,
and then then it's also we're mostly bros, but sometimes we're not. it's like we're ripping off frenemies.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, mostly bros.
Shout out to his family.
There's a million combinations of our two existing channel names being mishmashed together. We have Parks Coasters, of course, which honestly just kind of sounds like, these are all followed by shrug emojis. So these submissions are clearly not taking themselves too seriously. Yeah, they're like, I don't know, I guess this, and that's kind of where we were at the other night when we were discussing this. So we have Parks Coasters, which just sounds like a mediocre YouTube channel. Like mostly coasters, mostly bros, again, mostly parks, which is okay. I mean,
okay, yeah.
The thing is, none of them are that bad. They just don't sound that good. And then bros coasters.
Wait, say that one again.
Bros coasters. So yeah.
Do we own the coasters now?
Do we own the coasters?
Yeah, put a little apostrophe in there, and we own them. They're ours. They're all of them.
Oh, yeah. No, I wish. We wanted to buy Scandia Screamer. We were doing the math. See how
also,
that would
shout
work
out to Texas for saving Scandia Screamer. Anyway,
yes,
go on.
Shout out to Texas's family. So those were all in one suggestion. They just rattled off all of the combos. Coaster Craziness, which again just sounds like another YouTuber's YouTube channel.
I actually think that's already taken. I'm pretty sure.
Oh really?
Yeah, I know there's
that's
California
the thing, is
Coaster Crazy.
You can only do so many combinations of coaster and buzzword.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where's my Gatorade? I'm tired and sick. Yeah, if I just pass out in the middle of this, don't mind me. I got my second dose today, so I'm out of it. Brostly Coasters. That one's from Maddie. Yeah, okay. I don't think that'd be a good name at all, but I think it's hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
I really like the way it sounds.
Brostly.
Brostly Coasters. That's just my channel name with a little bit of yours sprinkled on
pretty
top.
Pretty much, yeah.
Brostly Coasters, yeah. and then roller podcast.
No,
which is
ew.
hilarious to me. No, I don't know if that one was serious or not, but
Team coasters all the way. Get out.
if it was
get outta here.
serious, then I do apologize for laughing. But if it wasn't serious, it's pretty hilarious.
Okay, what's with the spike in people calling them rollers now? I don't get that. Like, what's the rollers is an adjective. Like, it's an adjective. It's not the noun.
I genuinely don't think anyone, and I mean, y'all can correct us if we're wrong in the comments or whatever, but I don't think anyone called it that before this random craze of people wanting to seem like trendy by calling them rollers.
It's like the word
just to be
"thuzy."
different.
Like we were always coaster enthusiasts until like 2 years ago, and all of a sudden it's like "thuzy's" the word.
Well, I mean, the argument for "thuzy" is at least shortening the word, so it, like I feel like it's serving a purpose. Versus rollers is just to be different.
It's just long.
Contrarian.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how the coaster community is, though, right? It's just, there's people that all have the same opinion to have the same opinion, or because it's just a popular opinion, and those are just things that exist naturally.
Yeah, you have those
and
contrarians.
then you have, who Steel Vengeance sucks, all those other good opinions.
Yeah.
Let's see, what other ones do I have though? Your mom.
Oh, yes.
That's the last one.
That's a great name for the podcast.
Oh no, we actually do have one more. The Zen Ride.
Ooh.
Which is that's pretty good. I like it.
That.
It's kind of vibing.
I do like that actually a lot. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So that's all of them.
That's all you got, really?
That's all I got as far as suggestions.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, I can go over some ones that I thought up between us and originally talking about this and now.
I mean, that's fine too.
The present time of us speaking. Let's see. I think I already brought some of these up. Oh my god. I thought of the best one ever until I realized that it isn't. And it's Off the Rails. I thought that was the perfect name. But then I did a little due diligence, looked it up, and there's already like 30 different podcasts called Off the Rails.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's such a generic term, but I just thought it worked well. But no.
I mean, granted, we are pretty off the rails already, but no, this is so it's so overused.
Yeah, it's a little too cliche. Oh, and then and then I did the inverse of Brosely coasters and just did mostly Broster.
Oh yes.
So yeah, basically, I don't have any good suggestions. Yeah. So
okay. Well, should I move on to mine then?
Yeah, hit me with it. I'm pretty sure you got more than I did.
Do I start with Instagram then?
Start wherever you want to start, my dude.
All right, well, we'll start with Instagram. By the way, shout out to my Instagram if you're following. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's see. So for names, I got quite a few more than you. Most of them from Maddie, actually, it would seem. Go follow Coaster Mad, by the way.
No need to rub it in, Mr. Popular over here.
Mostly Park Bro. So it's just mostly me, apparently.
That's insulting. I mean, I know half of that is like my channel name, or a third of it anyway, but it just makes it seem like it's mostly just going to be Drew talking and Mario's just kind of sitting there.
Brosely Coasters. We've been over that one. Mostly Bros. Been over that one too.
Yep.
Mostly Brosters.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Brosely Brosters.
Brosely Brosters. Brosely bro.
Really hitting it hard with the bro aspect of it. Then the next one was pie. Not the number, the food.
Oh, good. Thanks for the clarification. I was thinking the number, that's not really a good name, but if it's the food, maybe we could work with that.
The Daily Coaster. Although this is not going to be daily at all.
That makes me...
If it was daily, then funny. Maybe. But yeah, no, it's weekly at best.
just have a weekly podcast called The Daily. And then, hey, wow, that's gold right there.
Oh, look, from my great friend Zach at Z Coasters, your mom.
Nice.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't Zach that commented on mine.
Oh, really?
So I assumed it would have been from the same person, but no,
I mean,
good.
that's fair to assume considering we both had like repeats. So,
Right. Yeah.
Bros and Coasters, which, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, that's along like the mostly bros line.
yeah,
it's
but
not
it's
terrible, but
classier than Brosters.
well, no, the Brosters and Brostly Brosters are. That's obviously not. Yeah, that's not even in contention for a legitimate name.
Podcast of the Millennium. I think there's a little bit of a autocorrect issue there, but podcast of the Millennium.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Screams and Things. I feel like that would be like a Horror Nights thing, though, personally. But
yeah. That sounds like a podcast where two dudes talk about horror movies.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good name for that though. I'll give them props.
Yeah, no,
there.
it would be great for that. I mean, like if we were only doing this in October and we were like Parks Booze all over again. Pog Coasters Podcast.
Sure, why not?
CA's only hypercoaster Goliath seems to have mixed opinions. How would you? Oh, that's a question. That we'll save that for the post-cast show.
No, that's the best one yet.
The name of the podcast:
Hey,
CA's only
Goliath.
hypercoaster Goliath.
Yeah, we'll name it Goliath Has Mixed Opinions. What are your thoughts on it? The podcast.
That'd be brilliant. Mostly bros. Okay.
There we go. Again,
Another-
mostly bros.
Another mostly bros.
Yep.
Zen Ride.
How many mostly bros is that?
That's like 5, 6 now.
Oh, you got the Zen Ride too, huh?
Yeah, actually, shout out to the ambassador. Go follow him for that suggestion.
Oh yeah. I forgot to say that. That's who. That was mine too.
Actually, and expect us on his show coming up soon.
Hopefully.
Also,
We want
here we go.
That's the vibe.
The next one, Coaster Bros.
Coaster Bros. Did we go over Coaster Bros already? I don't know.
No, we didn't. Coaster Bros, if you didn't know, is already taken, as you can see right here.
Nice.
I don't necessarily think Mario and I fit the description for that name.
Oh, is that the link that you sent me? Yeah, no. Like, it's all good what they're doing, but that's just definitely not our vibe.
That's just not. Yeah, it's just not us. We support totally, but yeah, no. Also, it's already a taken name. It's a whole group.
That's that too. Yeah.
The next one's D&M Discussion. D&M Parks Cast.
Oh, that's our
D&M
initials.
Coaster Cast. Yeah, it's our initials.
I was like,
know, right?
D&M.
I was like,
what the hell does that mean?
Are we playing Dungeons and Dragons now? Are we dungeon masters? Dungeon and master? Oh, that.
No.
That could take a really bad turn real quick.
No. We're not Coaster Bros.
And then the last one I got, at least on Instagram, was mostly Parks Bros.
Again?
So it's mostly me. It's just me.
Wow.
Like 90%
so
of the time, it's
over
just
here.
me.
Why not just call it Mostly Drew or Entirely Drew podcast featuring Mario sometimes? And Goliath, the only hyper in California.
With mixed reviews.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now I'm going to move over to my Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, it's a really fun community. Link in the description. And for audio listeners, if we end up having audio listeners, links in the description of the video. So,
So no matter what, the link is in the description of the video. Thanks for the clarification.
All right, so we got a couple suggestions though on my Discord. Parks and Coasters with an N, not an and. Kind of generic, but not bad. It definitely works. Yeah. Park Talk, which, okay, also pretty generic, but definitely works. Mostly Parks. We'll think of more. Oh, I don't think that's a title. That's not.
You're not thinking before you're reading.
No, I'm just reading. I'm just reading away. Okay, here's another one. Mostly bros, but sometimes enemies. I feel like that's a frenemies ripoff.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking earlier.
Shout out to his family.
My chair is so squeaky, by the way.
Amusement-
Sorry about that. I'm just squeaking all over the place
Oh,
over
I
here.
can't hear it. So, and if anything, I've got a fake desk on my lap
hopefully,
right now.
hopefully you guys can't
see
hear
how
my
that goes.
squeaking.
Amusement pork.
Yes, there we go. That's a good one.
Speaking of which, if you didn't know, Mario made an amusement pork Instagram.
Oh yeah,
Go check
for
that out.
all of your pork-related amusement park endeavors.
That you've posted on once.
Yeah, it's a slow burn with the pork community and amusement parks. So we're gonna get some more. I've actually had pork at quite a few amusement parks. So honestly, I got to get more reviews up there. I'm just so enveloped in the pork that I'm not taking pictures or anything like that. So I don't have a lot of content to go along with my pork reviews.
Okay. Okay. Well, I could take some pork pictures whenever I'm at a amusement pork again.
Okay. Yeah. I like it. It could be a collaborative effort. If you guys have any pork pics or anything like that. Again, pork with a K pics. You could go ahead and send them amusement porks away.
Oy. All right. Next one. You're probably gonna hate this one, or you're gonna love it. Mario Bros.
It's fine. Sure.
So am I Luigi in this case?
Yep. Never heard that one before.
Yeah, I'm sure you haven't. And the last one I got on Discord was Podcast Bros.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
I mean, it's podcasty.
Can't
argue with that.
I feel like that's also probably has to already be a thing. There's no way that's not a thing. I didn't do my due diligence of the Discord suggestions.
I'm sure it's taken. Yeah.
But just the sound of it is not as bad as something as Brosly Brosters. There.
All right, now I'm moving my YouTube. I posted this on my community tab. Yeah, no, I've got tons, dude. I've got so many. I posted it everywhere I could. So the top voted one is mostly a podcast featuring Drew from Parks Bros.
Okay. I like how they didn't leave you out of that one though, because normally they leave me out of the ones that say your name. But good.
That's a question. That's a question. M&D hour.
M&D.
More M&D.
That just sounds like a medical
Parks
thing.
Bros. Yeah, it does actually. Well, it could go one of two ways, I feel, or three ways, I guess. Anyway,
you can't see my face right now, Drew, but it's not not good.
The next one I used and you used for 21 episodes prior. If you didn't know, we actually had a kind of podcast that wasn't nearly as professional, even though this is really
so professional. I mean, we are just at the top of the game right now.
We are the #1 podcast in our bedrooms.
Yep. I'm technically not. Well, I live in a studio, so everywhere is my bedroom. So yeah.
Well, everywhere is a bedroom, yeah. Except for the bathtub, I guess.
Right.
Unless you have a rough night.
Yeah. Yeah. The bathtub's rough. It has like
Happens
a hole
to us
in
all.
it, and it's scratchy. It's not a good bathtub.
Ew. Dole Whip discussions. I think that would be perfect if we were only talking about Disney stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, but Mario is not. I mean, he's been in.
I haven't been to a Disney park in 2 years,
Yeah.
and even though I'm in Florida, Disney's expensive.
Also, it's so hard for me to get to Disney again because they don't have a pass option. So.
Well, yeah, neither of us could even get passes if we wanted to do it the most financially viable way. So
yeah, I spent $210 and I got 1 day in the park. So I can't do that a lot.
We could call it the Veloci podcast.
No. Ew.
Yeah, just put Veloci in front of anything.
No.
Dude.
Actually, I was thinking about that earlier today. I was like, what are we?
Velocicast.
Velocidrew. That's the name of the podcast.
Velocipod. Podlosic
I feel like that's
Coaster
actually
cast.
taken. Velocipod, I feel, is actually taken.
Podlosticast.
Oy.
That's a good one.
Jeez. The last one, SoCal Parks Cast. That'd be great if Mario was not in Florida.
I feel like there's a good chunk of people that just have no idea what the hell's happening with me because I don't really talk about it.
That's true. Yeah, so if you didn't know, Mario's been in Florida for like the past half a year. More than that now?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Closer to a year than 6 months, I think.
Oof. Yeah, you're right, actually.
September, I think. Or before that, August. I don't know, man. I'm in Florida.
You're there.
I'm Florida, man.
Oh, no. The next one, Mostly Parks Podcast. Which,
I think we went over that one.
yeah,
It's
I
not
mean, we
bad.
have, except without the podcast.
It's not like these are bad names. I just feel like they don't have a good ring to them, you know?
Yeah, that's my thing too. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate everyone giving their suggestions. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no. It has nothing to do with you guys personally. We're not saying that you guys suck. Drew might be saying that, but I'm not saying that. It's just we've gone over a lot of these suggestions, and that's the whole reason that we still currently, as of recording the first episode, don't have a name for it. It's just because they don't have like a ring to them.
Yeah, and we don't really know the vibe yet either. I mean, we're kind of figuring it out as we go along.
We could just call it the Ringy Dingy Vibe Podcast.
I feel like that might actually be taken. Dippin' Dot Talk, which I thought was a pretty good one. Although,
That's actually pretty good.
Although
yeah.
I'm sure that's trademarked. So
most respectable theme parks have Dippin' Dots. Most non-respectable theme parks also have Dippin' Dots. So just there's Dippin' Dots all over.
And that's where we learn all of the secrets about parks. We go to the Dippin' Dots guy. That's where we got to go. You know?
Of course.
So if we were spilling the tea on all the secrets in the theme park industry, then maybe. But you know what we should? We should make that a thing. So instead of spilling tea in the coaster community, it's dropping the Dippin' Dots.
Yeah, melting the Dippin' Dots on the cracked pavement of a crappy amusement park.
God, I'm so okay. The next one, Mostly Coaster Bros. Again, Coaster Bros. I don't think we take on that mantra. And I don't think we do it mostly either. It's yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna move on. Parks, coasters, and all. Okay. Mario and Bros coasters and attractions.
Yeah, that's the one.
I feel like that's more of a company name personally. Like if we were doing a company like Mario and Bros.
It definitely needs to be shoot, what's that even called? It needs to be acronymized.
Yeah,
it needs to be an acronym for it.
So it'd be what M&B CA. I mean, it's not terrible. That works.
Mbaka.
Mbaka.
Welcome back to the Mbaka podcast.
Mbaka. So here's the next thing. Outside of asking all of you, I went onto a name generator website.
Oh, we're gonna go over some of those.
Oh, we have to, because they're so bad.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I put in Parks Bros and Mostly Coasters. Here are some of the highlights. Coaster's integrity.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Perfect.
Bros fan base. Brosaurix. Like a dinosaur. Apparently.
Sounds like a dinosaur. Yeah. Speaking of Velocicast.
Mostly Metro.
Okay. Hello.
Bros Laza.
Okay.
I don't even.
These are
terrible.
Somehow these are so much worse than even like Brosely Brosters and all the other like
Coastersly
suggestions. Coastersly, yeah, that's a good one.
Like, are we Musically, but for coasters?
I certainly hope not.
Brosivia. What does that even mean?
Brosivia?
Yeah, Brosivia. Bros do.
That's another one that just sounds like a medication.
Bros do.
Please consult a doctor before taking Brosivia.
This one's terrible. Parks-ish.
Ah, yeah.
Parks-ish. It's all one word.
That has
too.
the same vibe as like mostly parks, but it's just parks-ish.
Ish.
It's just really like some parks. I guess it's sort of like the antithesis of mostly coasters.
Pretty much,
Or
yeah.
mostly parks. Just a little bit of parks as opposed to primarily
Coaster
parks.
Bros-ish.
Coaster Bros-ish.
Mostly halftime, whatever that means.
Yeah, dude. That's clearly the name generator trying to generate like a podcast name for like a sports podcast. That's the only explanation for that one.
Coasters Quipo? Quipo? What does it even mean?
What? Is that English?
Coasters Quipo. I don't even know.
Quipo Costo.
Yeah, most of these are mostly fluent.
Mm-hmm.
Coaster Throwdown.
Terrible.
If we were doing a ranking show, maybe.
Oh yeah, actually that wouldn't be terrible in that circumstance.
Well, we could always be like Coaster Battle, because I don't think Taylor trademarked that. So, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, sure.
You know what?
Sure.
I gotta do it. I'm going to Reddit. I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna post on Reddit to ask people? Go for it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna post on Reddit. No, they'd destroy me.
What about go to Reddit for what?
Love you, Reddit. I'm gonna go to the Thuzy name generator.
Oh yeah, go for it. In the meantime, while Drew's doing that, have you guys ever dipped your sweater into soup? Or curry, perhaps? Or any other type of liquidy cuisine? That could be the name of the podcast, Liquidy Cuisine. It's a channel where instead of talking about pork at amusement parks, we talk about liquidy, runny foods at amusement parks.
Okay.
Anyway, do you have the name generator?
Yeah,
going?
I do. Midway Connection.
No,
I actually don't mind that. I'll be honest.
I do mind it.
What?
I don't like it.
Well, because we're like across the country and we're making a connection through Midways. I don't know. I thought it was cute.
I suppose if you interpret it that way, but it sounds bad.
Florida fanboy.
Oh no, that's the opposite of me.
Ohio coaster lover.
No.
Cobra roll bros.
No. I feel like the magic conch shell when Squidward's asking if he can eat some food. He's just like, can I have something to eat? No. Can I have something to eat? No.
Boomerang Coaster Club. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I know how much you love boomerangs.
I feel like we are never going to find... No, they're my least favorite coaster.
That was the joke.
Doofus.
That was the
well,
joke.
guess what? Your life is a joke.
That's fair. Yeah.
As is mine.
Boomerang reviews?
No. Oh, I have a boomerang review. Check it out.
Yeah, you go check it out.
Check it out in a theater near you.
Six Flags Crazy?
No.
Florida Coaster Productions?
No.
Boomerang Central?
No.
E-Stop Bros?
No.
Oh. Wooden Coaster Connection?
Nope.
Hang Time Crazy?
Nope.
Midway Bros?
Nope. We're just never gonna have a podcast name.
We'll figure something out, I'm sure, before the end of the next week.
A podcast that's about roller coasters sometimes, and sometimes about parks, and sometimes about sweatshirt soup.
Sweatshirt soup. I can't even say that.
That's-
I can't even say that. Sweatshirt soup.
You just said it twice, perfectly fine.
Shut up.
What do you mean you can't say it?
Hey, Mario.
Yeah, what's up?
Coaster Bros.
Did it actually recommend
It
that?
actually did.
That's hilarious.
even
Okay,
kidding.
that's a good stopping point for the
Yeah,
the
I think we'll
name
figure out a name
generator.
eventually.
That brings it full circle. That was the first one. That was the last one. Wait, was that the first one, or was it mostly Bros?
No,
well,
it was
regardless,
mostly. It's fine. It's whatever.
that brings it around. The name generator even couldn't help but give us that suggestion.
Yeah, for real.
So there's just no good name for a podcast, man.
Well, I'm sure we'll find
that's
something.
what
I
we've
really did
determined.
like the Zen Ride. That was probably my favorite,
yeah,
original
no, that's
idea.
that's actually good. Yeah.
Because we could always do like the mid course or something, or the final brake run, or I don't know, something along those lines.
Yeah.
The chain.
The Zen Ride just feels like it'd be like more of like a solo podcast. Is there a podcast? Is there any podcast where it's just one person? That sounds boring. I mean, not that this podcast has been very exciting.
I mean,
thus far, but
I know a couple of shorter podcasts that are definitely like one person, but they're usually specific on like one topic. So,
yeah, I was gonna. You definitely have to go into that a lot more.
and they're
prepared
usually
than
only
we
like a
are.
half hour, which I know we've already gone way past. So,
I don't think so. I don't know. Depends how it gets cut up. Because I know we were being dumb.
or we're
in the
just at a
beginning.
half hour. Which, if we
We're
had
probably at a
sponsors,
half hour.
that's when we do the
This
Anyway.
episode is brought to you by Campbell's Sweatshirt Soup. It's not tasty, but you can wear it.
Well, you took that a direction. By the way, we're not sponsored by Campbell's in any way.
Nope, but we could be. So
Hey, Campbell's,
this,
what's up? I haven't had
this
one of your
episode
soups
could have
in-
been brought to you by Campbell's,
Ugh.
but it's not.
So hey, now that we haven't figured out a name still,
Cool, yeah. No, we're the Campbell's podcast.
what do you want to talk about? Huh? How are you doing, Mr. Florida man?
Well, I'm all right. My sweatshirt does have a bit of soup on it, but other than that, I rode Velocicoaster.
Yeah, how was that?
It was splendid,
Just
as
splendid?
the kids are saying
That's
these
it?
days. Yeah, splendid, man. I don't know.
So you hated
How
it?
else do you want me to
You
describe
hated
it?
it, huh?
Do you want me to make a whole 18-minute review on it or something?
Oh, it's like you've
Like
already
that?
done that.
It is like I've already done that. Yeah, I loved it, man. It was great. Little rough around the edges. Its engine is a little shaky. But you know, it's the first gas-powered coaster, so it just goes vroom vroom.
Okay,
and
that's
then it
actually
goes
false.
around.
There have been plenty of gas-powered coasters.
Nope.
Yes,
Nope.
I can tell you one of them.
My coaster is powered by gas.
Oh,
That just means I fart a lot.
great.
Yep.
That's fantastic,
So,
Mario. I appreciate your honesty.
there you go.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
how's you doing out there on the
I'm
other
doing
side
good.
of the,
I mean,
world?
went to Silver Dollar City. That was amazing.
Oh yes, I am jealous of that.
Hey, you'll join us soon, I'm sure.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. I want to go there.
And also, like, all the parks in California are finally reopened, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Great to get back.
Is it getting is it getting smoother out there with the way they're operating? I know it was like really rough.
Depends where you are. I know Magic Mountain on a weekday is okay now. It's not atrocious like it was the first couple of weeks, and atrocious, I mean, like, there were just so many people that wanted to go. They were like full capacity every single day.
Well, just staffing for any park that hasn't been open
yeah, that's
for
another
a
struggle
while
for
is
sure.
going to be difficult. I mean, it's already, I think, hard enough at the beginning of any park that has an actual off season.
Yeah.
But any park that doesn't have an off season that's down for that long and isn't used to just bringing in hordes of new people, that's got to be tough. I mean, Cedar Point is looking really rough, man, and it at least appears to be a large part, if not entirely, due to staffing.
Yeah.
Just, you know,
It wouldn't surprise
people
me.
getting like 3 or 4 rides at best. That's nuts.
It was probably just a staffing issue, at least from
Yeah.
what we know of Cedar Point. So, which does really stink.
And I know talking to people back from Discovery Kingdom, it's been really tough for them there staffing wise as well.
I could believe it.
It's
Well, I know at Knott's, like they're having trouble with that too. So it's kind of like across the board, really, wherever you go, except for maybe like the big parks over in Florida that have been open for almost a year now. So
well, yeah, I mean that's the thing. They've had plenty of time, and then I'm sure they've just had been able to bring people that were there back much easier than the California parks. Because I have to imagine, at some point you lose that job. It's not like you're sticking around forever to try and get it back. You got to get something else going.
Yeah, you have to get the dough in somehow. So,
and then people just find what fits for them elsewhere, and then they don't necessarily need to come back to the park unless you specifically like working at parks. But for let's be honest, the majority of people that work at parks, it's not necessarily their first option.
Yeah,
it's kind of what's available. So if you're just taking what's available and that's not available, then
take whatever you can, which is totally understandable. So
yeppo Rooney.
But no, I do think though the parks are definitely getting better. I know Disney was pretty good about everything. Actually, I had some of the best Disney time I've had in years. It was probably
Disney's definitely one of those places that there's the cast members that actually want to get back to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
it's like Disney and Universal are definitely the exceptions of like people specifically wanting to work at those parks.
Person driving the fire engine around Main Street for the past like 35 years.
That's nice.
It's incredible. Actually, speaking of which,
my knee was just in the shot. That's my knee,
that's fun.
Everybody.
Silver Dollar City actually has a monument area for people who have worked there for 50 years.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So I thought that was really nice. They like plant a dogwood tree for whenever someone surpasses 50 seasons worked at the park. So there was like 12 or 13 of them. I was like, holy cow. And the park's only been open for 60 years. So like most of these people were either there at the very beginning or, they got there back in 1970 now, which is just crazy. You doing okay over there?
Yeah, my phone just fell. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Everything is A-okay over here on my end.
Yeah? You know what else is A-okay?
The letter A, the letter O, and the letter K.
Oh, I mean, that works too. I was going to say Fire in the Hole. What a freaking awesome ride. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, is it the freaking best?
Yes.
Gosh darn it.
Yes, actually Outlaw.
It's the gosh darn freaking most effing amazing effing fury in the freaking hole. Fire in the hole. There's fury. There's fury in my hole.
How you did okay?
Yeah, I'm chilling, dude.
I feel like you're not doing okay.
No, I'm really tired, man.
Oh, okay.
I stayed up late last night. I worked a lot this week and got the vaccine this morning, so I'm tired. I'm a tired boy.
It'll definitely knock you on your back for a little bit. I was out for 2 days, but I know I got a different one than you, so
I'm actually like chilling. Like I expected to have, every type of symptom you possibly could from it, but right now I'm just a little tired, and that could honestly just be from being tired normally.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah. Yeah.
But hey.
Anyway, what's your favorite kind of soup?
Well, are we counting chowders in this?
I don't know what the technical classifications for soup are.
Soup?
The thing that no! The phone just...
what is going on?
The phone. So I'm recording with my new iPhone, and then I'm monitoring with my old iPhone. And the old iPhone is it's not behind the rubber band. And if that sounds confusing to you, it's because I have my phone on like a sheet music stand and a rubber band preventing it from falling forward. However, the phone that I'm monitoring with does not have a rubber band in front of it. Yeah, that's my setup.
Well, I found the definition of soup. a liquid.
Well, I know people like to have like the debate of like a cereal soup.
Yeah, which technically by this definition, it's kind of.
Well, because gazpacho cold soup.
Well, okay. Here's the full definition: a liquid dish, comma, typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables in stock or water. So if you were to take out the middle portion of that, right, a liquid dish in stock or water is milk stock. First of all,
Yeah, it totally is.
Okay.
It's milk stock.
If you take out the boiling meat, fish, or vegetables, etc., you could classify cereal as soup.
Oh, if you have to boil though, I can't even monitor myself now. My old phone's frozen. So like,
I mean, I don't think cereal is soup. I think cereal is cereal. But I can understand.
What were we asking about? What is soup? That's a sentence that isn't.
I don't even. Well, is cereal soup?
Oh, chowder.
Oh, yeah,
chowder.
No, chowder. I think
Do you
definitely.
boil
counts.
it? I've never cooked chowder, so I don't, yeah. Okay, so yeah, chowder is a soup for sure, dude. Well, like a clam chowder. What other kind of chowders are there? Even?
There's a lot of chowders.
Well, like is like a cream of broccoli a chowder, or it's a cream of?
Let me look up what chowders there are.
The only chowder I can think of is clam chowder.
Time Traveler? That's what I heard. Yeah, man. Time
Clam
Traveler's
chowder.
pretty good.
Time chowder.
Corn
Clam
chowder.
Traveler.
That's another one.
Is Clam Traveler your favorite roller coaster?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I love Clam Traveler.
I totally forgot about corn chowder, though. That totally.
Ew.
Cauliflower chowder is apparently a thing.
Well, yeah, but that's probably just like a broccoli cheddar. So like a broccoli cheddar is like kind of a chowder. I mean, what is a chowder then, though?
Shrimp.
Just a thing you call a type of soup.
Shrimp and bacon chowder.
That sounds kind of good.
Corn, lobster, French onion.
Well, but anyway, so I'm
God,
assuming if you didn't know of any other type of chowders and you were asking me if chowder counts as a soup, then clam chowder has to be your favorite soup,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah, no, that's good. I like a good
Well,
clam
because
chowder.
definitely clam chowder's my favorite, at least that I've had. At least that I can think of.
Well, yeah.
So.
Javi and I have been really liking Trader Joe's broccoli cheddar soup.
Oh, really?
Like some potatoes and carrots and stuff in it. I mean, it's just good, man. Just cheddar and broccoli. That's a good combo, man. Just put it in some soup form, slurp that down. Slurp that ish down. Yeah. And then honestly, like Trader Joe's soup game is popping off, not gonna lie.
You really like to talk about Trader Joe's.
Apparently.
Before the podcast, he was talking about how good Trader Joe's Indian food was, and I was like, okay.
Okay, no, it's probably not actually good Indian food, but for like a mild little white boy like me, it's, you know, it fits my flavor profile.
I see. Okay.
And what I dipped my sweater in wasn't even soup. It was like curry or something.
Well, why are you saying dip soup in the sweater?
I don't know why. When I said it the first time, I just said soup instead. But I mean, it's kind of a soup by the definition you just read.
Oh, so is curry a soup? Ooh, ooh.
It is. It is.
it?
I mean, it's more of a stew, but what's the difference between stew and soup? Consistency?
Maybe.
Anyway,
Well,
my favorite soup.
Stew is like a water broth, right? Whereas like chowder's a stock, right? So then curry is.
It says stock or water.
I don't even know what curry is, to be honest with you.
Bro, I don't know either, man.
I just know it's a lot of spices and I think rice. I'm gonna look this up.
All I know is the drawstring from my sweater has curry on it.
I feel so stupid
That's
for
all
not
I know.
knowing what curry really is right now.
Well, I mean, we didn't even know what soup is. So...
Is curry a soup? That's the first thing that popped up.
Trader Joe's tomato soup, and then you get like their fresh ciabatta rolls. Oh, if you like Trader Joe's and you haven't had that, you better go get it. This episode could have been brought to you by Trader Joe's, but it wasn't.
Well, no,
That's a
they're not
shame.
gonna...
Hey Joe, if you're watching this, trade with us. Trade us some money for us saying nice things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Joe. That's a fair trade.
Wait, curry by definition is a dish of meat, vegetables, etc.
What's a meat vegetable?
It's a comma. Cooked in an Indian-style sauce of hot-tasting spices and typically served with rice. So it's pretty much...
So it's a soup served with rice.
Yeah.
If it's served,
but
if you serve it with rice, then it's a soup now.
But it's not
it's
broth.
a curry.
It's
Yeah.
Indian-style sauce of hot-tasting spices. I just looked up is curry soup. It is more soup-like than Indian curry. What does that even mean?
Well, there's different types of curries. Not all curries are Indian.
I feel so stupid. I don't know anything. If you would like to teach me on curries, I'd love to know more. In the comments below.
Do you think any amusement parks serve curry? Probably in India.
Not that I can think of in the U.S.
Right. No, like major park or like major chain that I could think of.
Some food events might.
Oh yeah, 100%. But there's yeah. Okay.
I think SeaWorld San Diego had one curry dish, and
there's no way. Like I still don't think I've seen it, but there's no way that they wouldn't. They serve all types of different cuisines,
maybe
like from different parts of the world.
Maybe Animal Kingdom?
Probably.
Because I could totally see, because they have a whole Asia section of the park, and
yeah, right. No, that would make sense. Yeah.
There's ice cream. Yeah, I'd probably have to go into the whole menu.
There's ice cream. What does that mean?
Yeah.
You just said there's ice cream. I know there's ice cream. Are you just informing me that ice cream is something that exists?
Yeah, it's specifically in Animal Kingdom. Specifically in Animal Kingdom.
Well, yeah. You're like, Animal Kingdom might have curry. And also, ice cream exists.
Oh, man.
Welcome to the Ice Cream Soup Curry Podcast. Featuring Goliath.
What is this even? Should I talk about? I feel like we should talk about roller coasters for like the next 10 minutes before we end, because I feel like we haven't done that at all.
We're somewhere less than 53 minutes. I'm assuming we're probably in like the 45-minute range.
Yeah,
or
probably
50-minute range potentially. I don't know how long our pauses have been. Okay, what do you want to talk about? What coaster do you want to talk about?
Outlaw Run.
Is Velocicoaster better than Fire in the Hole?
No.
How do you know?
Because Fire in the Hole is supreme.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
So I guess you're right.
Also, Fire in the Hole has better inversions than Velocicoaster.
That is provably false.
Shut up. That's the surprise. There's inversions.
Dude, the Mosasaurus roll, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, I like Outlaw Run's triple barrel roll loop that takes you upside down 3 times.
Is that in the station or something? Because I haven't seen that.
That's what he said on the train. I'm like,
what?
I think there's only 2 on that one, pal.
He said what?
Yeah, he was like the triple barrel roll loop that takes you upside down 3 times. I was like,
You're getting your information mixed up there, Buckaroni.
I will say,
a couple
though,
barrel rolls and there's 3 inversions, but
those barrel rolls though, so good. So good. Yeah.
Mostly barrel rolls.
Mostly barrel rolls. I can't tell if we're a Star Fox podcast at that point.
Loopy talk. Talking loopy.
Talking loopy?
Loopy bros.
I actually don't mind talking loopy.
Talking loopy? Oh, that's not terrible, man.
I don't hate
it's
that.
It's not terrible. Jot it down, somebody.
Okay. I totally won't.
Loopy's kind of good because it's like you got roller coaster. I don't need to explain it. You guys get it. You're smart. You're smart.
Because we're kind of like we're all over the place. I feel like we're loopy right now.
You were just about to say off the rails, weren't you?
No. Stop.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. You were. Yeah. Velocicoaster's good. There's Raptors.
Yeah, shout out to his
live
family.
Raptors. If if you've seen the cube,
Yeah,
stuff,
no,
you know.
yeah. I've seen it. I don't know if you guys have, but yeah, no, I love that they have Mr. DNA or whatever his name is, right? Or is it Doctor
I don't
DNA?
know. I don't know if that's his official birth name, but they refer to him as
It's Mr. DNA.
Mr.
Okay.
DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that they have him in there. It's so cool. I love that.
They're selling Mr. DNA shirts that are pretty neat.
Oh,
if you're
really?
into that? Yeah.
Ooh.
If you don't want a quote unquote basic Velocicoaster shirt, such as the one that I have.
I'd prefer the DNA shirt, actually. I think
It looks cool. It has like, kind of like 90s-ish vibes to it. It's funky, I think, is what the kids are saying these days.
Ooh, it's funky.
It's
are we
funky
going back?
fresh, I think, is what
Are
they
we
say.
going back to the 70s already with her
No,
lingo?
That's what the kids are saying these days. Funky fresh is what.
Oh
they
yeah, I
call
really
things.
like those. I would definitely buy those before I get a Velocicoaster shirt.
I like the Velocicoaster shirt. I also got it because it's like the team member one. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I totally dig those. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
I didn't buy a shirt at Silver Dollar City.
You wish you didn't, or you didn't?
I did not,
Why?
because I already spent $40 on a
On cinnamon
on
bread?
No, I only spent 15 on that. But I spent 40 on a Outlaw Run model. So
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
yeah, which I built that the other day. It took me like a half hour, which was my quickest time yet, I think, on one of those Coaster Dynamics models. So that was cool.
Why? Because you suck or what?
I just, I don't know. I'm getting better with it, I guess. What do you want from me? Jeez.
Well,
So
the
rude,
Wonder
Mario.
Woman, I did the Wonder Woman one the other day, and it's so annoying to have to like actually like cut metal.
That's the worst. Well, the worst part about it is poking yourself afterward.
Oh yeah, no. See, I didn't have that problem.
Well, also with the wooden ones, because the supports are like constantly touching the ground, you have the problem of those little spikes like coming out that won't let you push the thing all the way down. So the model gets pushed up in
I really
certain
want
points.
a wooden coaster. Oh, I do have a like one with wooden supports. I have iron gauzy, but
Mm.
I'm just bitter about iron gauzy, man.
Yeah, you want it to open?
Like not yeah. You want what?
We are really off the rails, huh?
Yeah, man. That's why.
Just jump into
Well,
iron
okay,
gauzy.
okay. We gotta wrap it up soon. But about like it's just not the move, man. Just
Yeah.
leaving it. It's just not the move.
Yeah, I wish it was open too, because then I'd
I'm
be like, oh
gonna-
yeah, I'm going to Florida.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not the move, man.
Yeah.
It's not the move.
Yeah, because I would if it opens this summer, I will definitely go just for the SeaWorld parks
Dude,
because I
there's
can
plenty of
afford
people
that.
that would go just for iron gauzy. I mean, there's hella
Yeah.
people. I talked to a lady that came all the way from Rhode Island. She drove from Rhode Island on a day's notice
Ooh.
at the potential of a soft opening for Velocicoaster.
Ooh.
There's people that would travel for gauzy if they opened
Oh,
it.
easily. Yeah.
It's not the move. It's just not the move.
Yeah,
It's
even
not the move.
if Icebreaker opens, great. I'm not gonna fly out to Florida just for Icebreaker though. I think
Icebreaker
Like,
does look insanely fun though. Not
No,
gonna
it looks
lie.
great, but like I want it to be a combo. You know, it has to be like a double trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't want to spend that much on a flight or hotels or whatnot just to get on one of the new coasters and miss the other one by a couple months or by 6 months.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
that feels kind of stupid to me. So
For sure.
like I'd rather wait the extra couple of months to make sure I can do everything than go early and want to go back again very quickly after. So
Right.
although I know
Well,
later
although
in the year,
who knows? So,
that's true. Well, I mean, we'll see if it even. But
fingers crossed. I mean, things are looking up for amusement parks now. So
oh yeah, I mean,
hopefully
honestly,
that's all they're waiting for. Hopefully all they're waiting for is just for things to return to more normalcy, so they can get as many people as possible through. And that's about as optimistically as I can look at the situation.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think by middle of summer we'll probably be back in a better spot in terms of like theme parks because I know pretty much everywhere is upping their capacity now, and
Yeah.
they're changing the rules. Actually, this would have been a great topic to talk about for like a half hour.
It's a little. It's a little.
I mean, it's a little controversial, I guess, but like
that. Well, I'm just over it. It's just like, everyone knows about what's
fair.
going on with that stuff. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But what
Yeah.
they don't know is whose soup preferences are what, and now they do know.
Well, I definitely prefer clam chowder, if you're curious.
There we
if
go.
you show up with a can of clam chowder at a park and you give it to me, I probably won't eat it because I'll be a little scared you did that, but I'll appreciate it a tiny bit.
If you bring me a can of clam chowder to the park, I will thank you. And I also will not eat it, but that would be great. If anyone brings us a can of clam chowder to a park,
It's so
first of all, I don't know how you would get that through security.
Yeah.
Second of all, that would be amazing.
Bro, imagine you're at Silver Dollar City and you bring a thing of clam chowder and you put it in the cinnamon bread.
Why? Why would you speak such a terrible thing? I'm physically disturbed now.
Put it in the peach cobbler cinnamon bread. You have clam chowder bread. That'd be so gross.
Is that their new cinnamon bread coming to
so
Silver Dollar
gross.
City? Clam chowder?
Oh.
You're right. This is off the rail. This is getting too off the rails for me, even. Talking about
But
clam
hey,
chowder,
I'm having a good
bread.
time.
Well, I think with that we've talked about everything there is to talk about.
I mean, not really. I haven't
No,
talked
I
about
think we've
how
covered
good
it all,
Outlaw
man.
Run is.
Soup, podcast names, and that's all we talked
That's
about.
literally
essentially.
all we talked about.
Yeah, Outlaw Run is good. You already said that though.
Dude, Outlaw Run is so good, and Time Traveler is pretty good.
Shots fired.
I feel like I'm gonna get so much hate for that. Don't get me wrong, I love Time Traveler. I think it's an
I mean, it's
amazing
fine, man.
ride. I just Outlaw Run is like, oh, so freaking good. It's like the intensity of a Raptor bundled up on an iBox track, but that has like the jitteriness of a wooden coaster. It's just that's the only way I can really describe it.
That kind of sounds like a Velocicoaster almost. It has the intensity of Raptors and it's kind of jittery like a wooden coaster, but it's so good. I only said 3 things, but I held up 4 fingers.
Okay, well, yeah, no, I can definitely assure that it has the intensity of a Raptor.
Basically, Outlaw Run is Velocicoaster. Well, I think you were saying that like that the barrel rolls at the end. From what I described, I'm going to start this sentence over. From the way I described the Mosasaurus roll to you, you said that sounded similar to how the barrel rolls felt, with it like ripping you out of your seat as opposed to just being hang time that you would normally experience on a barrel roll or a 0G roll or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But it's like ejector hang time is one way of describing it.
Yeah, no, ejector hang time with crazy laterals. That's how I would describe at least the barrel rolls on Outlaw Run. So
yeah, no, that sounds fun, man. I'm about it. Experiencing that Mosasaurus roll. Everyone was like so hyped for it, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, it looks like a fun inversion, but I don't get it. Like everyone was comparing it to the Heartline roll that got removed on Maverick, and I was like,
it's not that crazy because
I was like,
legitimately
no, it doesn't
black out.
Yeah, it doesn't look as intense as that, but I mean, it looks fine.
There's a reason that Heartline roll does not exist with the coaster. Like it was not okay to ride with riders.
Right, so. But the Mosasaurus roll was definitely still a lot better than I expected. So yeah. it was good. It was better than some people who were overhyping it expected too, which is impressive.
Really?
So, yeah. I haven't heard a single person that was like, yeah, the roll wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
Well, we got to get you out to Lagoon then to experience the Lagoon roll because that.
No, the Lagoon is under the Mosasaurus roll.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Like I said, we said everything. Now that we talked about rolls, now we've talked about everything rolls? There is to talk about.
Wait,
rolls go so well with soup.
Yeah,
wow,
exactly.
Wow. We just wrapped it up. We did it.
This is everything I expected it to be and worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just hope you guys love it. Actually, a couple questions for you guys before we go. Would you like this to be on a separate channel? One, so it's not like taking up either my channel or Mario's channel. Speaking of Mario's channel, he'll have our post show where we're going to do a Q&A each week after we do the podcast. So make sure to go subscribe to Mostly Coasters for sure. But would you like a separate channel for this podcast? As a question. Also,
what is your favorite type of soup?
what is your favorite type of soup? That's a great question. Yeah, let us know down. And also, would
I'm
you
actually
like
genuinely
this?
curious. I like soup, so I actually want to know.
Well, I can put up a poll too, and if they don't understand, they just got to come and watch the podcast. Also, would you like this to be an audio only version as well? Do you want us to put this up on SoundCloud or Spotify or Apple Podcasts? If there's enough of you that really want that, if there's enough of you that really want that, we will definitely make sure to get an audio version up as soon as we can, because I'm sure a lot of you guys aren't really used to watching podcasts on YouTube for an hour plus. Well, if you are, that's cool, but I know that's not everybody. And I know most people will listen to podcasts in the car anyway. So if you guys would like to see an audio only version, make sure to let us know in the comments as well. Mari, do you have anything to say?
Nope. Drew wrapped it up pretty well. If you didn't have enough of us rambling, yeah, go to my channel, follow-up show.
What were we calling that again?
One more ride for now.
Oh, yeah?
One more ride.
Okay.
One more ride. Yeah. On
Sounds
my
good to me.
channel. We have a name for that. Just not the regular main podcast. We'll be taking your guys' questions on that show just about stuff like Goliath and any other questions that you guys had. So, yeah.
Exactly.
And then, yeah. So do that and subscribe to this channel and subscribe to that channel. And bye.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. And we'll see you on the next ride.